Kayla, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the 10 ways I am changing my life in February. And I know that sounds a little bit like extravagant, like I'm going to change my life in 1 month, and that's not at all what I mean by it. What I mean is I have kind of had like a major like kick in the pants lately, where I've decided that I don't have the time or the patience or the energy to just sit around and not work towards my dreams and towards my goals and towards the things I want out of life. I think you guys kind of started to see a bit of that in my goal setting video from last month. I am just feeling very like stagnant right now and like I'm not doing much that's productive, which I know isn't true. Like I know that like I'm doing things that I need to do and that, you know, some of the most important things I need to do right now is go to work, pay my bills, you know, things like that. Now I'm like talking really fast, so I'm like nervous to talk about this for some reason. But I've decided it's important to me to always keep growing, to always keep improving. I've, you know, recently really put some thought into it and realized that one of the most important things to me in my life is growth. And to be consistently growing and constantly growing and never just staying the same, because I feel like that's a tendency of some humans. Once they find something that works, they just kind of stay that way, and I don't ever want to be one of those people. And I started to feel myself becoming one of those people, which I kind of had feared would happen when I graduated college. My biggest fear, which it sounds so dumb because this should be something I was like excited for because it meant saving money, but my biggest fear was moving home. Not because it's a bad place to live or my family's awful. Like my family's great. I love living with my mom and sister as far as like people to live with. But I was very worried, and that's been my fear all through college, about getting stuck here. And not that, again, not that my hometown's a bad place. Like I grew up in a very nice place. Like nothing about it. It's for me, it wasn't, I didn't want that to be enough for me. Like coming home and being here and working here and not getting to experience everything the world has to offer was never going to be enough for me. And I started to feel myself like settling into being here, and I was like, nope, Kayla, you're not going to do that. So I'm making some changes that aren't going to seem like anything like earth-shaking. Like nothing on this list is anything like earth-shaking that's like going to completely change my life and all of a sudden come March I'm going to be a new person. No. Like that's not realistic. You know me, I'm about SMART goals. And so like that wouldn't be realistic, obviously. But I'm going to make some changes and they're going to be good ones. All right, so here are 10 ways I'm going to be changing my life in small and large. There's some are bigger, large ways in the month of February. So the first 5, they come from a strategy from Rachel Hollis that she calls 5 to Thrive. They're just like 5 simple changes that you can make in your life that will help to improve your life. And I agree with a lot of these, all of them, or else I wouldn't be doing them. So the first one is one that I'd already been trying to do, but I'm going to be a little more like cognizant of the fact that I'm doing it this month, just to make sure I really am. And that's drinking, and this is going to sound insane if you think you know what I weigh, drinking half of my body weight in ounces of water a day. So it's a lot of water. Like it's a lot. But if you break it down, if you think of it, and we'll talk a little bit more about like my wake and sleep schedule later in this video, so it'll make more sense. But if you think of the fact that like I spend at least 16 hours a day awake. 16 hours a day awake, in theory. If you break it down, that's 10 ounces of water an hour. Now granted, I'm not going to be drinking 10 ounces of water every single hour on the hour. That's just not realistic in my life. But, like, that's 20 ounces every 2 hours. I can drink, that's, where'd it go? That's a venti Starbucks cup of water in 2 hours. I can down this in 30 minutes. I don't often because then I have to like pee like a racehorse. But like I can down this easily in 30 minutes. So the fact that I have to drink one of these every 2 hours, it makes it seem a little bit more realistic, right? So that's That's the first thing, is drinking more water, which everyone should do anyway. Makes your skin better, it makes you feel better, it helps you lose weight, it helps you just be generally healthier, it curbs hunger. So it's just a good thing to do in general. Everyone should drink a lot of water. Water is good for you. Water is the best thing that you can drink. So just like do it. Everyone can do that. That's not a hard one, so that's why it's the first on my list. The other one is also so easy. So easy, you guys. And I'll tell you why it's so easy and how I achieved it one of the days this week. So number 2 is 30 minutes of activity or working out every day. And that can look like so many things. That's not like I'm going to go to the gym and go hard for 30 minutes. That's I'm going to be active for 30 minutes a day, at least. So like Monday, yes, I went to the gym and I went hard. I did. Or was it yesterday? It was Monday. Monday I went to the gym and I did half a mile on the treadmill. Just kind of casual, slow walking. I'm trying not to like run because I have like rough knees, and so until I've lost more weight I can't really run because that would just be bad on my knees. I have like knee injuries galore from dance and all sorts of other things I've done throughout the years. But then I went and I did 15 minutes, which was like ended up being 2.5 miles because you go faster on a bike on one of the bikes. So I did about 3 miles in 30 minutes of different exercise, and that was it. None of it was particularly strenuous. Like I said, my treadmill, it was mostly fast walking. I was just speed walking. I listened to an audiobook and I speed walked. And then I did kind of intervals on the bikes of really fast and really slow. Because again, knee issues. So it can be that. But for yesterday, I was at Target for 2 hours. Consistently walking and moving. That's 2 hours of walking that I did. Slow paced, of course, but it was 2 hours of walking. I don't even remember how many steps it calculated to, because, you know, I wear my Fitbit, which is not tightened today. But it was steps, and so that was 2 hours of exercise, and that counted as my activity for the day. I didn't stress about going to the gym or working out at home that night, because I was like, I spent 2 hours walking around at Target, and then I went and taught 5 hours of acting classes. So I was on my feet a lot today. So that's easy. Tonight, I'm going to the gym again. Tomorrow, I think I'm also going to the gym. But I wouldn't, like, I don't have to necessarily. I could do something else, right? So it's not as hard as you think. Like, I know it sounds like a lot to some people, like to set aside 30 minutes of their day for activity, but like, activity doesn't mean going to the gym and like sweating it off. It literally could be, if you have to go grocery shopping today, maybe walk a little faster at the grocery store. Maybe like walk with a little bit of a purpose in the grocery store aisle and be there for at least 30 minutes, which grocery shopping can take at least 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes 2 hours. I know. So there you go. Number 3, in the 5 to Thrive, this step is cutting one food group for 30 days. One food group, food item that you know you shouldn't be having. For me, I chose iced and blended coffee for my first 30 days. I tend to just gravitate towards that. Even if I'm only getting like tall and grande, it's still so bad for you. There's so much sugar. In iced coffee, I'd always get whole milk. I just like, it's not great for you. Frappuccinos are so bad for you. They're so sugary. So my goal, this is kind of twofold. I'm cutting iced coffee, blended coffee, and if I'm having hot coffee, it will be a tall with non-fat milk. End of story. So I'm not getting anything larger than a tall as far as coffee goes. I'll get venti teas because that's just the way I am as a person, and tea is much better for you. But if I'm getting coffee, it's tall, it's hot, it's with non-fat milk. That's end of story for the entire month of February and a couple days into March because it's 30 days. And you know, February is only 28 days and I started it on the 5th. So 23 days and plus a week of March. Number 4 is to wake up an hour earlier. For me, that is 5:30. So I'm gonna start waking up at 5:30 a.m. Today I woke up at 5:45 and laid in bed until like 6:30 because I didn't have much to do. So that was, you know, kind of a fail. And then I got up at 6:30, I watched The Bachelor and ate breakfast, and now I'm here. So it's about finding time for yourself. And so many people, especially women, say that they don't have time. They don't have time for themselves. And it's so simple to wake up an hour earlier. If I want to watch The Bachelor before work, I'm going to wake up an hour earlier and I'll sit down and I'll watch The Bachelor 2 hours earlier. The Bachelor's, I mean, like, I won't have to wake up 2 hours earlier, but I can, you know, I can watch The Bachelor while I eat breakfast and do my hair. Like, that's not hard. But waking up an hour earlier, it makes more time for YouTube stuff. Like tomorrow when I wake up at 5:30, I'm going to spend a half hour immediately content planning. Easy. So it's just about making that time for yourself. It does not kill you to wake up an hour earlier. It really doesn't. Number 5 is having a gratitude journal. And you guys saw in my goal setting video that I did decide I wanted to have a line a day journal, and I have decided to convert that into a gratitude journal where I will be writing 10 things I am grateful for every day. Like, it can be tiny things. I will read you the past 2 days list because I've only done this for 2 days. Because I've been doing the gratitude journal, or not the gratitude journal, just the line a day journal. So I've just been writing a line a day of things I've done. Like, let's see, Tuesday of last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. First day of Actual Academy. I love my job. That's something I did that day. Let's see. January 19th, got to teach my 4th grade teacher's class. Things come full circle. Let's see what else I got here. The 13th, went shopping with my mom. Always makes for a good day. So like, just like, I was just writing like little things every day. And I did that for the entire month of January. And then on Monday, I switched over. Ooh, no. I wrote, okay, so Sunday I hadn't written for yet, so I wrote it on Monday. And so I wrote down just things I'm grateful for. And here are things that I was grateful for on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Chicken wings, the Patriots losing, my grandma, Metropolitan Market, delayed Target card withdrawals, comedy, non-symptom days, gluten-free cheesecake, warm blankets, and the Try Guys. 10 things I was grateful for. Easy. Yesterday's. Audiobooks. Tacos. Butterfingers. Enthusiastic students. LaCroix. Job opportunities. Caffeine. Rachel Hollis. My planner. And Bad Gal Bang mascara, which I'm wearing today and I'm obsessed with. So it's as simple as that. Like, you just write down 10 things you're grateful for. It makes you think about things you're grateful for, which will make you happier. So it's just a good way to like take stock of your day. It's similar to the line a day thing, right? Because those are all things that are related to that day. On Tuesday, I drank a lot of LaCroix. I ate some Butterfingers. I had a taco for lunch and it was delicious. I bought Rachel Hollis's new book. I was wearing awesome mascara and my lashes looked bomb. I had been offered another job. Like, Monday, one of my things I was thankful for was comfy bras. Because I was just like having a not feeling great today, but my bra was comfy, so there you go. Like, it's that simple. It helps you keep track of what you're doing, and it helps you just like think of the small things in your life that are awesome. Like, life is great, you guys. You just gotta make sure you're paying attention. So there's that. Number 6, is that where we're at? My head is itchy, I'm sorry. Number 6, I'm going to schedule YouTube time and I'm going to stick to it. I have said for years that I was going to stick to my YouTube schedule, and there's been periods of my life where I did, and I did it very well. Vlogmas was one of those times. And my junior year, the beginning of my junior year at college was one of those times where I just like, I stuck to it because it's something that's important to me, but for some reason, I just made it so hard on myself to stick to a schedule, and I don't know why. Like, it's not hard. There are some times, like, I watch so much YouTube that, like, I could be spending that time to work on my own content, but instead I'm spending it watching other people's content, which, like, what is that doing for my channel? In theory, inspiration, but it's not inspiration if I'm not actually then taking that and making other content, right? Like, I need to dedicate time. So, I'm going to show you my calendar. I have added a YouTube color code to my calendar, my Google Calendar. If you don't use Google Calendar, you are missing out. And so like, ooh, I just want to show you where I'm going for work today. So like, here's this morning, it's Wednesday, and there's red and it says film and edit. You can't see that, but it says film and edit. That's a red block from 8 to 10:30, which is what I'm going to spend time on. And then this evening, it says I'm going to edit and upload. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit and upload. Tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. right away, content plan. Sunday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm just going to work on YouTube stuff. So I'm setting aside that time, and I'm going to make sure I use it because we can set aside time for whatever we want. That's the thing we can do as humans. And I've just been filming when it's been convenient, which is so dumb. Like, I should be setting aside time for that. You should be setting aside time for things that make you happy. Your calendar should show things that make you happy. And so for me, that's YouTube. And now I have chunks in my schedule where I have the time to film and edit and upload and be ready to go. There is no excuse for me not uploading 3 days a week. There is no excuse. It is not hard. I mean, it's difficult sometimes. It's challenging. It takes work, but it is not hard. It's not. I can do it. I've done it before. I did freaking Vlogmas, and some of my Vlogmas videos were long, y'all. Like, I can edit and upload a 10-minute video 3 days a week. Sometimes they're 40-minute videos. I like to talk. But this video, I don't even know how long it's going to be because we're only on number 6, and I like to talk. But I can do it, and that's what's important. So I'm going to do it. I am, because that's what I want to do with my life, and so I'm going to do it. Done. 7. This one seems so dumb that this had to be on the list, but I just got in such a slump. I'm going to do my hair and makeup every day. Even if that means I re-straightened yesterday's hair. This is yesterday's hair that I just ran a straight iron over again to make sure it was still fine. Today's makeup, I put on concealer, powder, mascara, and lip balm. And a little bit of highlighter, because gotta have that glow. Okay? Yesterday I had a full face of makeup. Today, this is what I did. But I did my hair, I did my makeup, and I feel so much better for doing it. And okay, straightening my hair takes a long time. But if I make it up an hour earlier, I have that time. I have so much hair, you guys. But for me, it's worth it. And so I'm gonna do it, because there's no point in having all this makeup that's right next to me if I'm not gonna use it every day. There's no point. I mean, obviously there will be days where I'm sick where I don't put on makeup. Obviously, like, I'm not gonna like make myself, if I'm like throwing up, put on makeup. Like, that seems dumb. But like, if I'm doing anything, I'm putting on makeup. There's no more me filming videos without makeup on. I did that so much during Vlogmas, because I just was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to put my makeup on. But that's stupid. I love doing makeup. I have time to do makeup. I started my YouTube channel about makeup, so the fact that I've ever not worn makeup on my channel, other than in a vlog, is ridiculous. Like, and I'm not trying to be hard on myself. Like, this isn't me being like, wow, Kayla, you suck. But it's me like taking stock of like the things that are important to me and how I wasn't owning up to that and like working up to that level I wanted to be at. And that's dumb. I can do better. So I'm gonna do my hair and makeup every day, no matter how long it takes to tame this beast. But if you watched my favorites video on Wednesday, you know that I found products to help me tame the beast. So it's a little easier now. Number 8. Also really easy, but also I just don't like doing it. I'm gonna make my bed every day. I made my bed this morning. It looks awesome. I love my bedding. My bedding's great. So I'm gonna make my bed every day. It's not hard. I mean, it is kind of hard because my bed's against a window. So it's kind of hard to like maneuver around it to like tuck in the comforter and stuff. But like, I make it work. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not perfect right now. Actually, currently, you can't see, but my bed is covered in crap right now. But like, it's not hard. That's not hard. I can do it. I did it. It's done. There we go. And then, if I make my bed, I can sit in my comfy chair in my corner, because my comfy chair in the corner houses my decorative pillows when my bed is not made. So if I make my bed, I get to use my chair. So there you go. Number 9, I like to write. And I don't think that's a thing that I talk about very much on here, but I really enjoy writing. I really enjoy note-taking, which is like a very weird thing to say. I'm a nerd, it's fine. I enjoy note-taking. I enjoy reading things that inspire me. I enjoy reading self-help books. I enjoy watching lectures and TED Talks and motivational speakers on YouTube. I enjoy going to workshops. I love to learn. And I always had, and that's never just been for me like school, going to school and like doing math and social studies and all that. That's never been it. I just love learning in general. So I'm going to make an effort to consistently and constantly be writing things that inspire me, to keep all of my notes and things I've learned and things that I want to remember to help me grow as a person in one place. So I bought myself a new notebook. I was not planning on buying myself a new notebook. I have a big box of notebooks on my bed. I did not need to buy this notebook, but I bought it. It was $8 and it's real cute. It just says, follow your dreams. It's a little notebook, just lined paper. Starts right on page 1, lined paper. And I'm gonna write every day. Well, maybe not every day. As much as I can, but like if I'm reading a book and I see a quote I like, into the notebook it goes. Then I just have this spot where I have everything that I have learned that's important to me and that I think is going to be beneficial to me as a person and in the future all in one place. So like when I start to read Girl Wash Your Face today, into the notebook all my things will go. So there you go. That is number 9. And number 10 is gonna be real hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, some of you are gonna be like, Kayla, that's not hard at all, but for me, it can be hard. And this first section of this is gonna sound like complaining, but it's not. But it's gonna sound like complaining. And like dumb, really awful complaining. But I'm gonna say it anyway, and I'm just telling you right now, I have a point to what I'm saying. I'm not just being like a stuck-up biatch. So I have the smallest room in my house. The smallest bedroom in my house, and that came from the fact that when I was 7 years old, I had 2 younger sisters. I was sharing a room with Kelsey, my sister, who's 15 months younger than me, and my baby sister, who would have been like 3 at the time, had this room that I'm in right now, and then the big room was the playroom, and so we only had 2 bedrooms that we used as kid bedrooms. And when I was 7 or 8, my parents decided that I could have my own room after me complaining a lot that I wanted my own room because me and my sister, we fight a lot. Like, and not that like, oh my God, you're the worst, I hate you. Like, we've gotten into fights like that, but like, we argued a lot, and as we got older, it got harder to share a room. There was a lot of tape lines in the room, and her side of the room had the closet, or yeah, her side of the room had the closet, and my side of the room had the door, so it caused some big issues. Lots of creative taping happened. But it just got to the point where it was just like too much for me, and I really wanted my own room, and it just didn't seem like it was going to happen. And so one day I went away to my grandparents for a night, and I came home, and my stuff was gone from my room. This room that I'm in now was hot pink and orange, had awesome bedding that I had asked for, and it was just beautiful, and it was my space. It was my room. I finally had my own room. And Cameron, my little baby sister, moved into the room with Kelsey, and that was it. We just moved into those 2 rooms. Turns out Kelsey and Cameron weren't very good roommates either, so eventually they moved Cameron into the playroom, and the playroom was half Cameron's bedroom, half playroom, and then now it's just Cameron's room. Which is just, it's how things fell into place, right? And I never moved out of this room. Like, this room has been mine since I was 7 years old, and I am now 23. It has always been my bedroom since then. And it's small. Like, it's not that it's like a small room by any means. I live in a nice house, and so it's like a, you know, it's a good sized room, but it's the smallest room in this house. I have a lot of stuff, and that's not me being like, oh my God, it's so hard that I have a lot of stuff. Like, I am grateful for everything I have. Like, I am glad that I have all the things that I have. But I have to get real creative about storage. I have just like a, you know, like a flat wall closet that just has like, you know, the one bar and then a shelf on top. And usually has like folding doors, but I had those doors taken off when I remodeled my room in junior high. So I just have that like one bar closet. I have, it's like literally just like a square that has like a weird little entryway over here. You guys have seen my room tours, you know, like kind of the layout of my room. So it's very small, and I've had to get very creative about storage. And moving home from college was harder than I thought, because over the 4 years that I had been in school, I had accumulated 2 bedrooms worth of stuff in reality. Like obviously not furniture wise, which actually I did my senior year. I had 2 rooms full of furniture stuff. But I was able to sell my dorm stuff, and that was fine, or my apartment stuff, and that was fine. But I accumulated just like a lot of stuff because I had more place to store things. There were things I could leave at my mom's house. There were things I could take to school with me. Like, I had so much space. And then I was like, that all has to go back into one room. What the heck? So I've had to get really creative about storage, and it's a process. It is a work in progress. It is still, I'm still figuring it out, obviously. If you could see behind this camera, you would cringe. You guys saw my room tour of this room, like updated. There were things just thrown under my bed or put in the hallway. I like fully will admit that. So number 10 on my list is to keep my spaces organized, which I need to finish up. I'm going to try and finish cleaning my room this week, organizing. It's mostly my desk that's left, which is awesome. And I have a ton of extra storage bins over here that I can figure out where to put things. So it's mostly just finishing on my desk, putting away clothes, throwing out trash, stuff like that. So it's not a lot left, so it shouldn't take me too long. But my goal is to keep those spaces organized. So my whole room, I want to keep that organized. And my car. And my car, for the most part, actually is pretty good. Right now there's a little bit of trash in it, and I try and keep my car pretty clean. But I just want to be more, like, persistent on that, and like making sure I don't leave trash in my car. Like, I'm sure there's a Starbucks cup in my car right now. Probably from tea though, not coffee, so we should be good. Because I haven't been drinking iced coffee, and I'm pretty sure it's an iced cup. But yeah, so I just want to work better on keeping keeping my spaces clean. I shouldn't have to throw a big pile of crap onto my bed to film a YouTube video. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. So that's another goal. Alright, so those are the 10 ways that I'm going to improve my life and change my life in the month of February. I'm kind of thinking I want to do videos similar to this every month. I don't think it'll be 10 things every month, but there will definitely be ways that I change every month from now on. So we'll see if this becomes a monthly video. I don't know, maybe every couple months I'll do something like this. But I like just talking to you guys. I like talking about what things inspire me. Another one of my like goals, it's not like a way I'm changing my life, it's kind of a way I'm changing my YouTube channel. I want to do more just like sit down and talk videos about specific topics. And you guys kind of saw this starting to come with my Hashimoto's story that I uploaded in the fall. Was it in the fall? I don't even know when that was. And then when I uploaded the goal setting video. So I do like just these kind of talking videos and talking about things that are important to me that I think might be important to you. So you might see more of those coming up, but we'll just kind of see what happens. So if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Leave a comment below of some changes you want to make in your life, and I will see you guys on Monday.